So this is about a rebirth and a regeneration. This is a 16 card, which is a 7, which is the chariot. And the chariot is about taking that knowledge and experience, everything you've learned, taking those lessons learned with you forward and using those to the best and your highest self. How is that going to bring you the joy that you want? It's going to bring you the fulfillment that you want. It's going to start balancing those things that you need to balance. Hello, water signs, and welcome to your full moon in Libra reading. Okay, what guidance does Spirit have for you? This full moon in Libra is likely to bring issues for relationships to the forefront. You know, what's going on? Are you balancing these things? Are you balancing your needs with others, right? Hopefully not putting others before you, unless you have to, right? There's always situations where you have to put yourself in the back corner for some reason. Are your relationships fair and equitable? What are you valuing? What's bringing you joy? This reevaluation, right? This full moon is about releasing what no longer serves you. Not or releasing old patterns, right? It could be with this yod that's happening with Saturn and Venus in Pisces pointing at Uranus and Taurus. This is about some tension that's happening with your some kind of karmic situation and a turning point or a need for an adjustment, and that yod that Uranus in Taurus is bringing tension, and there could be some radical changes that are coming, right? You're trying to balance the tension between your emotional needs versus your spiritual aspirations. What are you trying to do, right? Being spiritual and being on a spiritual path is different from everybody. And if I had to give it a general term, it would be that you are moving to your best and highest self. You've done some evaluation and now you want to move forward, right? We're changing. We're moving to becoming more loving and compassionate and empathetic, right? How are we as individuals affecting the whole, affecting the collective? So we have winter's end, regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. I believe everyone has gotten this card for this full moon in Libra. So this is about a rebirth and a regeneration. This is a 16 card, which is a 7, which is the chariot. And the chariot is about taking that knowledge and experience, everything you've learned, taking those lessons learned with you forward and using those to the best and your highest self. How is that going to bring you the joy that you want? It's going to bring you the fulfillment that you want. It's going to start balancing those things that you need to balance. And the temptress, I can't say that word, temptress, seduction, deceit, a broken promise. So did someone tempt you? Did someone dangle, that cheese in front of you, and now you're feeling like there was a broken promise? I just heard you could have broken a promise to yourself. You could have had, this is just for someone that needs to hear this, there could have been a promise that you made to yourself to do something differently and you didn't. Could have been out of fear, could have been out of just being too busy, right? You chose not to do it, right? Everything's a choice. We're going to get clarification on that. And then you have purification, emotional cleansing, and rejuvenation. So this moving forward, right, this rebirth that's happening, that's a 32, which is a 5, which is about change. This temptress card is a 15, which is a 6, which is about balance. Again, we have to balance our emotional needs with what do we want spiritually? What is best for us? What's for our best and highest good? So I feel like the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, maybe you're overthinking, right? Doing too much evaluation, but you have to understand what's best for you. Again, change is hard. I believe everybody's readings have been about change and like the apprehension about change, right? Needing to pause, think about it, and take that chance. Take baby steps, right? You don't have to jump in, and plug your nose and hope for the best. You can take your chance. You can take your time and then move slowly, right? And see what happens. Okay, Spirit. What do you have for Winter's End? No volunteers? Okay. The Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords. Okay, so it's been a struggle, right? You need to release those inhibitions that you have. I just heard, okay, hold on. A lot of stuff coming in. I just heard that she's trying to trust her intuition, but you're overthinking again, right? Don't overthink. And it's been hard. You've been working on yourself with this Five of Swords. He has the Three Swords that he wants, and he's put those other twos down because he's moving away from those. But those other two people in this card, it can be others that are walking away. Maybe you're removing yourself from toxicity or people that don't serve you anymore. But it also can be you. It could be you walking away from some things, from growth, right? You've grown and now you're moving forward. But remember, you need to take those lessons learned with you so that you can move on to your best and highest self. Let's get clarification on this Temptress. Spirit, what do the water signs think about this Temptress? Okay. Six of Swords in reverse and the Lover's card. Okay, there's a choice here that you need to make. And the Six of Swords in reverse is about you not moving forward, right? I just heard muddy waters. You're wanting to stay in the muddy waters. Is it comfortable? No, that's not true. That's not. I said, is it comfortable? And I got something else. It's because of that broken promise. Okay. Don't be afraid to unbreak your promise, right? Promises are hard, right? When I try very hard not to make promises so easily, because if I make a promise, I have to keep it, right? So, but it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to make a promise, break it, as long as you realize what you did and you can apologize. Apologize to yourself if that's who you broke the promise with. Apologize to that other person. Make it better, right? But this is a choice, and you want to move towards love. Archangel Gabriel here at the top of the Lover's card, has his arms open and he's welcoming you regardless of what you did, right? So know that you can still move forward even if there was something that you didn't do that you promised yourself you were going to do, or maybe you promised somebody else, right? This broken promises could be that you broke a promise to somebody else and now you feel badly about it. But again, you can fix that, right? You can change it. So with purification, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. So the Queen of Pentacles has her resources, right? She has confidence. She has self-assurance. She knows what she wants. Her foundation is stable. And then you have the Four of Cups, which is you're holding fast. And the first thing I was drawn to was with the Lover's card. You see that he's sitting there with his arms crossing over his heart, and he's not seeing that cup of love that's coming in. So I feel like you're concentrating too much on what you didn't do instead of what you can do, okay? Let's get some guidance from Spirit for each of the signs. Cancer first. Okay, Spirit, what guidance do you have for Cancer for this full moon in Libra? Okay, so we have the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. So you've been hurt, but trust your intuition. Again, the communication, right? So Cancer is very nurturing, very loving. They're motherly, right? And so some of you, or someone who is a Cancer, is the one who perhaps broke this promise. And now you just need to communicate it. You need to move forward with that. Let that person know, hey, I understand this is what I did. And hurting you hurt me. If that's how you feel, let them know. And trust your intuition. What does your intuition tell you? Is your intuition telling you that, you need to talk to this person and you need to do better, right? It's on the bottom. The Eight of Swords. Unburden yourself, right? You're burdening yourself. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. All you need to do is communicate, move forward. Trust your intuition, okay? Okay, Scorpio. What guidance do you have for Scorpio, please, Spirit? Okay. We have the Page of Swords. Being innovative, right? Childlike. The Seven of Wands. The Three of Wands. The Lover's card. And the Eight of Cups. So, you have this childlike energy for this love that's coming through. You want to move forward with it, but you have to build, you have to set some boundaries, right? So that you don't break those promises, that you continue to move forward, right? You continue to feel these feelings and rejuvenate yourself. Okay, this is what I was told. Something happened, and, with an action brings a reaction, right? But you can change that, right? You can move forward. You can trust your intuition. This Three of Wands is about being open to what's coming in. What happened, right? But you can bring something back from it. You can ask for help, and then you can feel those feelings, right? Don't self-restrict yourself, right here with this ending, right? Move forward. It's been a struggle, right? But move forward, and you can move to your best and highest self. Sorry. And be open to what's coming in, right? Don't be so hard on yourself, Scorpio. Scorpios are so hard on themselves, right? And Scorpios are afraid to be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. You be amazed what comes in when you open that vulnerability, when you open your heart to what's coming through to you, what's around you. Okay, Scorpio? All right, Pisces. Spirit, what guidance do you have for Pisces? Okay, there we go. That's a lot of cards. Okay, Spirit said take all these cards. What's going on, Pisces? All this stuff. Eight of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Chariot, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Six of Swords. A lot of Pentacles. A lot of work, right? Value. You need to remember what is you're moving to your best and highest self, right? You're moving forward, but you need to take that value with you, right? Plant those seeds. Walk away from what doesn't serve you. Move slowly. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Don't move so fast. But you also have the Emperor here and the Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot. So you're moving forward, but you need to take that knowledge and experience with you. What makes you feel good? What brings you that joy? What brings you that security, right? All these Pentacles is about foundation and security. This Six of Swords, she's in a boat and she's moving forward. She's allowing those birds to move her forward, right? Those birds are, I'm hearing knowledge and experience. Use that knowledge and experience to move forward. You got this, Pisces, right? Trust your intuition. Unblock those inhibitions that you've been keeping. Take that chance, right? Open your heart like Scorpio. Be vulnerable, okay? Thank you so much for all the likes and subscribes. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning to my channel, thank you so very much. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And don't forget to smash that like button so that other people can hear this message as well. And share this with someone else you think might need to hear this. And if you would like a personal reading from me, there's a link in the description box below. You can book the reading with me. And I'm also going to be starting a membership, which will include a free ebook about your astrology chart, birth chart basics. And I want you to start looking at what is your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. Look at all those different readings, those different signs, to get a better picture of what's going on for you in the energy for that week, for that month, for the quarter, for the year, whatever. So you can start building and make those choices that you need to make so you can move on to your best and highest self. And um, you're going to have members only access to the extended reading for the weekly love focus and also for monthly zodiac readings. You will be able to access all the zodiac readings so that you can look at your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. So I hope you join my membership, and I hope you book a reading, private reading with me. I would be so honored to do that for you and to meet you. So until next time, have a good day.